Time for our math test. All right. Here is, you should have this review sheet and you should also have this test page like this. You should have these two. I'm on the review sheet because you have two of these tally things to do. I will do this one with you. Okay. I'm still going to grade. It'll be graded though, but I'll do this one with you. But the one on your test, I want you to do on your own. Okay. So let's put this up here. First, write your name on your paper. There's actually space on this one. Went through the printer or copier. All right, so go ahead and I'm going to read to you. And I'm not going to be writing everything. I'm just going to be writing stuff for this one, okay? So first, at the blue whale, it says, look at the tally table. So remember, this is our tally. There, here and here, it's our tally table. Circle the picture that shows, write how many. So remember what this means. Write your answers here. How many are in each row there? Remember how to count our tally table, how we did our tally table? Okay, and then it says circle the picture that shows how more children go to school. So you're circling your picture here or here. You're going to be circling one of these. Which one do children go more to school? You're either going to circle the bus or the girl. So you circle the picture that shows how more children go to school. Okay? Understand? Circle this one or this one. Which one's more? Circle the picture. All right. Next, I'm going to put this down, move this down so you can see it. Let me scoot back my computer so you can see my paper. And I have my pencil here. And I'm doing this one with you. Okay, so let me first read the directions. Say for green turtle, use a paper clip and pencil to make a spinner. Spin 10 times. We're going to do this 10 times. All right, so we have to do the same thing on the other one. So that's why for this, I'm going to do this one with you, and then you'll have to do the other one on the other test page by yourself. Okay, so let's spin it. So red, that's 1. Let me mark on I'll use my red crayon again. So we have 1. Spin it again. Another red one, 2. Spin it again. That's 3. Oh, it's kind of on both. It's half and half. I'm going to redo that one. And you know what? Actually, it's a little more on the red if you really do look. I don't know if you can see it on my computer, but there's a little bit of blue. It's more on the red. I'm going to put it for red because it's more on the red. That's 3. Okay, so we've done 3 so far. 1, 2, 3. This will be spin number 4. Spin number 4. It was red. Spin number 5. Red. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make it how they had theirs from the bottom to the top. I taught you from the top to the bottom. They go from the bottom to the top. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember that shows 5 when you do it across. Spin again. Oops. 6. Not getting anything in the blue. 7. Can do a couple more yet. 8. Ooh. 1 in the blue. 9. And this will be the 10th time we spin. 10. Oh, we got back in the blue. So if you count these all, you should have 10 tally marks. So we have 5, because remember it shows 5. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we got our 10 there. All right, so that's how yours should look for the tally part. Now the rest you're going to do on your own. I'm going to put my paper back up here for you to see. Just doing the tally part with you, so you understand the tally part. Okay, so next it says we spun it 10 times and we marked our tally table after each spin. Now they want you to circle the row with more tally marks. So which one of these has more tally marks? You're going to circle that row. Okay. And that's it for green turtle. Now we're going to move down to yellow star. Look at those two pictures. Remember that from yesterday. So for yellow star, circle the picture that shows which is more likely to happen. What is more likely to happen? This picture or this picture? Circle the picture. A boy throwing a baseball or a boy throwing a watermelon? More likely to happen. Now we're going to go down to the red heart. Now listen carefully. This is different. Circle the picture that shows which is less likely to happen. So look at your pictures here. The girl putting them in the crayon box, crayons in a crayon box, or crayons in an aquarium, which is less likely to happen. You're looking for less likely to happen. And circle that picture. All right, turn this over. The side says cumulative review. Remember the word cumulative means everything that you learned from the beginning up until now. So that kind of goes over everything. So let's see. You got to get out some crayons. You need a blue, red, orange, and yellow. So blue, red, orange, and yellow crayon. Hopefully you're finding them in your crayon box. I'll tell them to you again. Blue, red, orange, and yellow. Okay. All right, so listen carefully. We're on blue whale. So see all these shapes up here? You're going to be coloring them all something different. So listen carefully. Color the triangle blue. Color the triangle blue. Okay. Next, color the square red. The square red. Next, color the rectangle orange. Rectangle orange. And last, color the circle yellow. Circle yellow. Okay. So hopefully you got all those. So just a review, your triangle should be blue, your square should be red, and the rectangle should be orange, and the circle should be yellow. All right, should be ready to move on down to green turtle. This is so easy, what they have you do. It just says count by fives. Trace the number. All you got to do is trace that 20, but they want you to count by 5. So this count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Counting by 5. They're showing hands because there's 5 fingers on a hand. So that's why they're doing that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that's all you got to do for that. And then trace, count it and trace. Trace the number 20. All right, let's move on down to yellow star. Now, you're looking at those two containers. You're looking at both pictures. You're going to compare these two with each other and these two with each other. So listen carefully so you know what to do. Circle the container that holds more. Mark an X on the container that holds less. So between these, circle the one that holds more, put an X on the one that holds less. Same with this. Put a circle on the one that holds more, put an X on the one that holds less. All right. Next on red heart, it says use the graph. Remember our graph? Write how many in each group. So count your children. How many were playing in the sandbox? How many were playing on the swings? Write your answers here. Count them and write your answers. Give you a minute to do that, and then I'll read to you what you're going to do next because you're going to circle one of your numbers. Okay, hopefully you have your numbers written down. Now listen closely. You're circling one of the numbers you wrote. So listen carefully. Circle the number that shows where more children played. So you're circling the number, whatever number you wrote over here, one of them. Circle the number that shows where more children played. Okay. All righty. That's it for that part of the test. Now this is the one that says test. Not much room for you to write your name. So try, I don't know, see if you can squeeze your name in there. If not, that's okay too. And then I want you to try to do your own spinner. You're going to do your own spinner for this one. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. I'll read to you all the instructions and you can finish up with this. Oh, before we start though, the back of this, it says play with, this is a game if you want to play. This is not part of, it's just this challenge, right? We're not doing anything on here, okay? It's something, it has directions there if you want to play. It just says color a square in a graph to show if it landed on heads or tails. It's by flipping a coin. So somebody can play player one, player two, play with your mom or your dad or your brother or sister. But you don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to do anything. But this is not being graded, okay? So this is only the part that you're doing right now for your test, okay? The back side's just for fun if you want to do it, but you don't have to. All right, so let's look at the blue whale. The directions for blue whale say use the graph. Write how many in each group. So that's the two books again. Remember, hey, there's our bear book again. I remember I read to you. Do you remember me reading that? That was one of my big books about the bear. Bear in a square. That was a good one. Had all those different things we counted. All right, so count how many in each row and write their numbers down. And I'm going to read, you're going to circle one of the numbers again. So take your time and count them. I would go back and just count them again just to make sure that you have the right number because there's quite a few kids there. If you need to draw little lines on them as you count to help you keep track, always do that so you don't make a mistake and count something again or skip something. They count them in both rows and write your numbers of how many kids in each row. Make sure I give everybody enough time to do that. Okay. Now listen carefully. We're still on blue whale. You're going to circle one of these, but listen carefully. Okay. Circle the number that shows which book fewer children read. So which book did fewer? Remember, fewer means less, not as many. Fewer children read. Circle the number. You're circling your number there. Okay. We'll skip green turtle because you know how you're going to do that in a minute. But let's go down and do these two real quick. Let's jump down to yellow star. So look at yellow star. Circle the picture that shows which is more likely to happen. So look at these two pictures, which is more likely to happen. Okay. So circle the picture that is more likely to happen. And then let's look down here at this one, red heart. Circle the picture that shows which is less likely to happen. So which one of these is less likely to happen? Okay. Now let's go back up here to green turtle because that's something you can work on the end here. So It says use a paper clip and pencil to make a spinner and spin 10 times. You can do it 10 times. Make a tally mark in the table after each spin and circle the row with more tally marks. So once you're finished, you're going to circle your row with more tally marks. So being that this is more red, which one do you think you'll have more of? Huh. All right, so I hope I'll get probably different numbers from everybody. I can't wait to see how you do your little tally tables. So you do that then, and you'll be done with your math. Make sure your parents take a picture and send that to me. And that's your last math test as a kindergartner. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Last math test. All right, do your tallies, and we're going to finish our final day as a kindergartner with Bible next. So finish up your tests and your test, and I'll see you for Bible next.